Hi, this is Ezekiel Chiu, founder of Asia Forex Mentor. So in this video, I'll be revealing what I do on a weekly basis, and I'll be sharing my analysis for this week, which is the 17th of August 2015. So you can refer to this video throughout the week to spot for trade setups. The analysis in this video will be my trading plan for the week. So in my weekly analysis video, I'll be sharing pairs that have a possible setup for the week or pairs that are worth taking note. So last week itself, I didn't do a video because it was over Singapore's National Day, so it was a holiday period. So I wasn't there to do a recording. So there we go this week. So the previous week when I did a recording, I talked about several pairs and it all went up pretty nicely. So first it was the USD Canadian pair. So the USD Canadian pair, the entry price was around here. It shot up to close to 170 pips, and then I did mention that it was heading into the US non-farm payroll news. So that was the heavy fluctuation which affects the US in every first Friday of the month. So apparently the news at there was I would say good but not good enough, and then the US market did tumble back down after which. So that was the point where it was a note of caution. If the US news was simply fantastic, it would have shot up after which. So therefore, it is as per all our trading. If we were entering let's say before an upcoming US news, for example, we would naturally want to either take full profits before the major news on Friday, or we could set our trailing stops and just to place our trailing stops below it. So just in case if it does goes down, then we will at least get our profit along the way. If it does shoot up, then we will continue to be trailing it up all the way. So USD CAD was a pair whereby it went up and then went up to the kind of the top, and then the US news happened, so it did tumble back down after which. So according to the weekly time frame, here was the earlier pin bar that we spotted 2 weeks back. It shot up, and then because of news, it came back down, and then it forms kind of another pin bar over on the USD CAD. So for this pair, I would say the overall tendency will be still up, but what I do not really like was the fact that there was kind of a series of bearish bar. So I would not be entering this right now based on a buy, but I'll be looking for further buying signals on the daily and on the lower time frame before entering into US pairs this week. Okay, next pair. So the USD JPY was also the other pair that we talked about, and same thing, it did went up after which, and then same as for all the news, so it affected all the entire stretch of US pairs, not just USD CAD, USD JPY, but all the most of the US pairs. So last week itself, it formed a selling pin, which is not really which shows that there's probably a bearish signal on the US side. So I would say this week itself, I would stay on the sidelines on USD and wait for further confirmation on the lower time frame on whether should I enter or not. So there's USD JPY. GBP CHF was another pair which we talked about 2 weeks back. It went up great. We talked about entry where we talk about entry signal over here, and then it shot up all the way to the top, 320 pips, which was simply fantastic before coming back down again. So it is coming back down to test the previous highs over here, which is where I plot the line over here, which here was the previous highest point. So it came back down after shooting up. It came back down to rest on the previous high, and then none of the bars did close below the red line, so which is good. It means that the high is holding strong, and most likely the GBP CHF will probably continue its way upwards. So this is the GBP CHF. So from what I would see, it's probably going to go head around sideways because there was this long bearish bar. So the sideways momentum is still pretty there. They're still kind of deciding whether should they break it up. So I'll just make a note as another gathering point over here. If it does breaks above this highest point, then it is going to head up all the way towards the peak of the previous high. So this is GBP CHF. Nevertheless, it did great. So USD SGD was another pair that did really good. So we talked about this 2 weeks back about a good entry signal, and then this pair really shot right up all the way towards the highest point, close to 450 pips. So this was fantastic, and it also broke through all the previous barrier, and then the previous barrier over the previous month high. So it's now at the 1.40 something. Thing to note is USD SGD, it's pretty much controlled in Singapore. So I would say the fluctuation right now will be kind of maintained at the 1.4 area. That's what I would say so. So probably it's already gone pretty high. The next stop where it may go head to is the kind of the highest point over here. Here would be the area where it probably kind of stop a little while more. So there's still a little bit room for the USD SGD to run, but I would say it's because this is a very controlled currency, more or less it's going to hover around the 1.4 area, and we will not expect it to reach the 1.5 anytime soon. So nevertheless, USD SGD did great, and then it shot right up all the way. So the next pair is USD CHF. USD CHF, here was also the entry point. It shot that up and kind of stopped over here. So we can track back to see why did it stop over here. Here was the area when it came back up, it was blocked by my white line, right, which is my 365 moving average. So naturally, when we entered over here, we have to get out over here. So right now it heads up and kind of got rejected, which is as per normal. From what it seems to be trying to go back up to test the white line once again. So next pair, AUD JPY. AUD JPY, it's a on last week itself, it formed kind of like a pin, not the most fantastic pin, and it's testing the orange line, the 150. So from what I would see, if AUD JPY does close above the highest point, above the 150 and above the highest point of the pin, it's most likely going to head back up all the way towards my Bollinger Band, which is the area where it stopped nicely over here. So this pair will be in a way kind of clear cut, because right now it's getting held back. You can see it's clearly being blocked by my orange line over here. Once it does closes above here, I'll be looking for an entry point to head it up all the way to the top. So this is my analysis for this week. I would say for USD pair, I will stay on the sidelines first to watch for specific setups during this week itself. And Aussie Yen would be a good area. Once it does close above, would be a good area for us to enter. So the other thing I would like to talk about is to our Malaysian friends is the ever depreciating ringgit. So to put it crude, your ringgit sucks right now, and that's sad. And I truly, based on the currency point of view and based on the political point of view, I don't see the ringgit will probably head up anytime soon. So if you are trading forex or what, it's good for you, because you should fund your account in the USD to hedge along with the ringgit. So if at the end of 1 year, if your ringgit does drops further, at least your currency is held in USD. So without doing anything, you probably gain at maybe 5-10% of your account, even without doing anything. So this is what I would think would be best for our Malaysian friends over here as well. So that's all for this week. I'll see you all next week.